so I felt like it was cool that they were taking a risk, trying something new, and I knew that James Gunn has the perfect voice to tell that story.
You knew him?
No, I just knew that he had the right sort of, I didn't know him as a person,
But just
his
when you read the script?
Yeah, I was like, this is perfect and new for Marvel.
Because when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know about that. I've never even heard of these guys. But when you saw the trailer, you could see that it was going to be really fun. You know?
Yeah, I remember when we showed that to people at Comic-Con for the first time, and they, had seen a lot of Marvel trailers, and the whole room were just like, what? It was like this whole new vibe that came along. That's when I thought we were onto something special.
Sweet. So now for number 2, I'll let you get one in, I promise. How do you know, have you talked with James about this one, or just read the script? Or?
I've read the script. I haven't talked to anyone about it, which is frankly really frustrating because I want to talk to everyone about it, but I can't. I just know it's going to be really brilliant, and I feel like everyone's going to like it.
I think you're right.
So, Karen, you played some fantastic roles from Kaylee in Oculus, which I love Oculus, by the way.
Thanks.
And then Nebula, strong female roles that have really transcended different genres, right? So we're talking horror and fantasy and sci-fi.
Yeah.
What attracts you to these roles? What really grabs you about them?
I think I'm always just looking for a great role no matter what genre it's in, and it just so happens that there are so many amazing female roles in sci-fi and action stuff and horror as well. So, it's amazing, and also you just get to play so many cool things, like it's always a life or death situation, the stakes are, it's like, it's not like talking in a room about something mundane, ever, because there's no time for that.
I was looking up some of your old stuff, and I saw you did this English show called, I think, the Kevin Bishop Show, like a sketch comedy, right?
Whoa, you've really done your research.
I did it, I delved in. And I watched some of the clips, and I thought, wow, the energy feels a little similar to Doctor Who, the way with Matt and you had that repartee. Did you ever think about how it felt like a comedy at all, doing Doctor Who, or no?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like Doctor Who is every genre in one TV show. That's why it's the best.
Are you watching it all now?
Yeah. Well, my mum is really watching. I still find it a little bit hard because I'm like, who are you and why are you doing on our TARDIS?
Well, then come on, you guys. Let's have you guys ask some questions coming up to the mics.
They were just waiting for you
to
say something.
Ready to do that.
All right. How about over here? What's your name and where are you from? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
Hit myself. Yeah,
Where am I
sorry.
from? I'm from like 20 minutes north of here.
Cool.
I love that town.
So I was interested in knowing in both Guardians and Doctor Who, who is your favorite other actor to work with?
Oh, that's a really tough one for Doctor Who. Ma or Arthur? Oh God, I can't choose between those two. I'm
It's kind of like you on the show.
Martha for Doctor Who. Thank God. And then for Guardians, it was really cool working with Zoe Saldana because she is so cool and taught me how to fight because she's amazing and I look like spaghetti. Thank you.
What was the training regime like?
It was really intense. I didn't expect it to be quite as intense as it is. It's like action hero boot camp. I had to work out 4 times a week, which doesn't sound that much, but it is to someone who doesn't care for working out. and I had to fight train every day, learn how to kick and punch, so watch out.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Connor.
Hi.
I have 2 questions. Number 1 is how was it like when you played Nebula?
It was so much fun playing Nebula. I had a lot of fun. It was really cool to be evil and explore someone's dark side and be a jealous sister. I don't have any sisters. It was cool to have a sister. What's your next one?
The next one is going off of Guardians of the Galaxy in the Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like to be with the 11th Doctor?
It was so much fun running around with the 11th Doctor. He's exactly what you imagine him to be like clumsy, an oaf, breaks things all the time. So that was just constant amusement for me on a daily basis. I would recommend it.
We did a panel in New York and San Francisco with
pretty cool.
Matt, Arthur, you, and they burst into Suddenly Bohemian Rhapsody on the stage together.
Yeah, that's true. That's the second time we've done that also, so that's weird.
It was hilarious. So when you, one thing I loved in your interactions with the 11th Doctor is you meet up after you hadn't been together for a while, and you both kind of look at each other and go, ha ha! Like it was like two friends who had just.
What, you mean in real life?
Well, it felt like real life, but it was on the screen.
Oh, it was on screen?
Yeah, and
Oh.
do you know what I'm talking about? Like you'd be away for a while, then you'd be like, you'd just come together like two old friends.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we did that on screen and off screen. So it's
That's
like,
great.
yay! Yeah, so basically the lines are completely blurred. I don't know what's real and what's not anymore.
That's what I was curious about.
Hi, Brandon from Morganville, California.
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you again. Thanks for the autograph, really
Of
appreciate
course,
it.
anytime.
I have a two-part question for you.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the show Selfie. I was
Thank
sad
you.
to see it canceled.
So much selfie love today. It's very exciting.
My question is, was it actually your voice singing in the karaoke scene? And if so, when do we get to hear you sing again?
Yes, it is my voice. I did mime to my own voice though, I will admit that. So I recorded it in a recording studio and then mimed to it, and that's why the lip syncing looks really weird in the scene. I can't mime. I don't know when you're going to hear me sing again. I really don't. One day.
Maybe now.
Oh my god! Okay. I'm going to sing the first note of Chandelier. Ready? Pop.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
It's quite nice. Sir.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Baron.
Hello.
Slatus.
Hi.
My friend Lindsay couldn't make it today. She's sick. I was wondering if you could wish her well.
What's her name? Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Lindsay, don't be sick. It's overrated.
What if you could have any superpower? What would it be?
Any superpower? I think I would probably be able to fly.
Why?
I've always thought it would be really cool to be able to fly. Like when I played Barbies, they could fly. But they would just choose to walk because they were that casual about it. Yeah.
It's Heroes and Villains Fan Fest. You've been both. But do you have a preference?
Between where?
Hero or a villain?
Oh. I mean, in terms of playing them? They both have their up points. I'm gonna say villain just because it's cool to explore why someone's villainous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Interesting.
you mentioned something about how you don't have a sister. Is that? And I read that you like about the new Guardians of the Galaxy that you're delving into the sisterhood.
Yeah.
Is that part of it?
A part of the next one?
You said delving into what makes a villain a villain. It seems
Yeah.
like there's some unhealthiness going on there.
Absolutely, yeah. I can't imagine what it must feel like to have a sister who always gets all the praise, but I can imagine it's not very nice.
And she tried to kill her. But at one point, Nebula said something like, I'm so disappointed you're the sister I hated the least.
Yeah.
Was she being honest about that?
I think she was. I think that's just her version. Like, that's how Nebula expresses affection. Like, she can't be like, I love you, but I don't hate you. That's what she would say.
And then shoots her.
I think that's just how they weirdly communicate. Like, it's a very sort of physical way of communicating. Like, when most girls would probably, like, scream at each other or pull each other's hair, they try to kill each other.
I have a sister like that. It's not fun. So maybe the next one you guys should just pull back a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to talk about her look, because Nebula visually is just absolutely stunning, right, everybody? Like, wow.
Thanks. Well, it's not me, but
Yeah, no, it's you. That was my way of saying that you're stunning. I was trying to be subtle. What was the process like getting into that makeup?
It took 5 hours every morning. There was one time when I had to be in the makeup chair for 1 a.m. I was like, this is confusing. And it was cool. Like, I shaved my head, which was a liberating experience as a girl, just to be like, goodbye, hair. Yeah, it was, I mean, I'm so glad I did it. It was like such a transformation for me, and that's what I love about acting.
Was that the first time you've ever shaved your head?
Yes, that's the first time I was bald since I was a baby.
And how did you just go around bald for a while?
I did, I really committed to it,
How
yeah.
was it?
It was good. I mean, I don't know if people thought I would, like, I don't know if they knew if I was okay or not, and like, maybe they were scared of me, like I looked quite thuggish. I don't know, it was fun.
I think the word was stunning, just saying.
We're over here.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Megan.
Hello.
I'm a really big fan. Amy, you're one of my favorite companions, so I'm really excited to meet you.
Woohoo, thank you.
My question is, if you could travel to any time period or planet, where would you want to go?
I would go as far into the future as possible. Because everybody goes to the past, but I want to see how humans have evolved. Like, what are we going to look like? What will we have achieved? And I just think we're going to have huge heads, like, because we only use our brains. And we're connected to machines and don't really have use for our bodies anymore. And we live in a virtual reality. So I'd go and see that.
Did you like those episodes of Doctor Who the best where you go into the future?
Yeah, I did like those.
Or sci-fi?
Yeah, I liked it when we would go to all these planets and they got to have fun with the design and all that.
It feels special to go onto a set that's made, it's like your playground or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. It was cool.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Christian.
Hi.
My question is, before Amy was taken by an angel, what storyline would you have wanted her to do with the Doctor before she...
I would like to have seen Amy get lost in San Jose. And then she's like, Doctor, I don't know where I am. And then he comes to San Jose, but she doesn't know where she is, and she's under the ground of San Jose, and all she has is one bottle of water to survive. And then, what's San Jose famous for?
Tech.
Burritos.
Burritos. And then a giant burrito creature is coming after her, and she doesn't know what to do, but then she eats it to survive, and the burrito monster is gone, and then the doctor turns up and she's like, thanks for nothing, and then they go. Thanks.
So when are you going to go back on the show?
What? Are you casually just slipping in there? I see what you're doing. I don't know. I would love to go back on the show.
That'd be cool, yeah.
I would. I don't know if it's going to happen, but count me in if they ask me.
It's got to happen at some point. Hi.
Hi there. My name is Sinoy. I'm one of the co-founders of the San Jose International Short Film Festival. Last month we featured Jennifer Morrison, who came in.
Really?
She was wonderful.
For her film Warning Labels?
Labels.
I was in that.
Yes, you were. You started that. You were fantastic.
Thanks.
And I wanted to know, from your perspective, what is it working on a short subject piece versus working on some of these bigger pieces? How do you prepare, and how do you feel about that?
As an actress, it's kind of just exactly the same, but shorter. That's all I can really say in that respect. I've made a couple of shorts myself, and it's definitely, like as a director, it's easier to get a handle over it just because it's a sort of nugget-sized piece rather than this full thing. But it's really great. I mean, it's like the art of short storytelling as well. Like you get to have a bit of fun with it and do things you wouldn't normally do in a feature. Yeah, I really enjoyed working on that film, and I think she did a really good job.
Yeah, she did. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But you were tremendous. So,
Well, thank you.
Thank you for that. And love to see your short films too.
Oh, yeah. What's on the internet?
There.
So, over here.
Hello, Mom. Oh, hi, sweetie. Catherine, I'm from a little town you might have heard of called San Jose. What? I was curious, now that you're confirmed for Nebula and Guardians 2, will the hair be going away again? Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen to my hair. It's all up in the air at the moment. So who knows, I could be bald soon, I could have grown even more hair, so I'll keep you posted on that.
You seem kind of similar to Amy, but how are you different than Amy?
Amy's the person I want to be. Like, I think, obviously, you know, when you play a character for a fairly long time on a TV show, a lot of yourself does start to bleed into it, just naturally. So she is like me, but also she's just the version of myself that I want to be. Does that make any sense?
Of course. Did you? What do you like? Like, what characteristics of hers do you like?
I like her bravery. I think she's really strong. I like the fact that she's a strong married woman and probably does no cooking, and he probably does everything.
They call him Rory Pond.
Yeah, he took her second name. Yeah, I think she's just this sort of really cool girl, and she has such a sense of adventure.
Did you feel like they started writing towards you?
Yeah, I think Stephen Moffat sort of wants to do that. He wants to find actors that bring something else to the character that he didn't expect, and then he sort of caters it to them. And that's how it should go, really, for everything, I think.
Yeah, it makes it more natural. So then how are you the same as Nebula?
Well, we were both bald. I'm not blue. I mean, I'm not like Nebula. I'm just not. And that was kind of the beauty of it. You know, to play something that was so far removed from myself. I mean, I just don't think I would try to kill my sister. I don't think. I don't know. She's not really like me.
Yeah.
I was going to ask who would win in a fight, Amy or Nebula.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Nebula, just because she has like a cybernetic thing, an arm, like a bionic arm, and Amy's human. There's no real contact.
So sad.
I know. I don't want Nebula to win. I just found
Maybe
out.
if Doctor Who was with her.
Yeah, maybe if she had like the sonic screwdriver or something.
Maybe over here.
I was wondering on Doctor Who, what was your favorite scene to like act out and play?
On Doctor Who.